Welcome to the Recon Trader. In today's video, I will share with you some tactical analysis over on the Bitcoin charts, and we will take a look at some key levels of support and resistance as we move into this week. You really want to probably proceed with caution, as this Thursday the CPI or the inflation numbers will be released, and typically that leads to a lot of volatility, and so it's a good idea, today only being Monday, to proceed with some caution. So, with that all in mind, let's jump over to the charts. And so we will start over here on the daily candle chart for Bitcoin. And if we drop in the Fibonacci retracement levels, we can see that Bitcoin recently got rejected at the 618 level, which is 20,500. That definitely seems to be a pretty strong level of resistance right now. You can even look back and check your 6 in this area. It was also resistance. However, a breakout above could lead to a pretty good pump. However, there is other levels of resistance up above, and the first one would be around 21,500, and then the next level of resistance after 21,500 would be at the 382 Fibonacci level, and that would be right around 22,300. So somewhere between 22,300 and probably 22,800 would be a heavy level of resistance. And in reality, if Bitcoin were to pump back up here, there's a good possibility of it being nothing more than a double top and then selling right back off. And that's a possibility if the market sees the CPI numbers as being positive for the market. Bitcoin could witness a pump towards the top side, only to eventually reject again at perhaps a double top level. But before it sets its sights on 22,000 or 22.5, it has to get through the 618 level, and that is currently at 20,500. To me right now, that is a key level of resistance. Now on the flip side, currently the 786 Fibonacci level, coming in around 19,250, is acting as support. It has been prior resistance. Also, it did act as prior support back in this area way back here. So the first key level of support is going to be pretty much between 19,250 and 19,000. That's a zone of support the Bitcoin bulls would want to see hold. However, if that level is breached, then the bears could try to push the price back down into this area here, which is going to be between 18.5 and 17.5. That would most likely be the key level of support. And if I drop in my support and resistance zone indicator that I created over in TradingView, and you can see right now this key level is flashing both yellow and green, and that is because the price is dipping down into this level of support. A breakdown below 18.5 and more than likely Bitcoin's price is headed back down towards 17.6 or 17.5, which would be the low so far for this bear market. And again, on the flip side, you can see a very heavy level of resistance up here above the 382 or that 22,300 level. Just a big zone of resistance towards the top side. Now, if we drop in a couple trend lines, and we can see that Bitcoin's price is currently getting squeezed down into the tip of this triangle. And so Bitcoin could be in the process of breaking out. The question is, will it be towards the top side or the downside? Right now, Bitcoin's price is looking like it's about to break down. Again, another reason why you want to proceed with caution. If it does break down through this trend line, Bitcoin is again breaking into this lower level of support and could be headed much lower. And again, on the flip side, if Bitcoin can actually break out above this upper trend line, the first level of resistance it's going to hit, again, is the 618 level in the Fibonacci, coming in at 20,500. And thus, 20,500 is a very key level of resistance for Bitcoin currently. Which, if we jump over here to the 4-hour candles on Bitcoin, you can see multiple rejections up here around that 20,500 level, whether it's 20,385, 20,475, 20,456, pretty much anywhere between 20,400 and 20,500 is going to be a very heavy zone of resistance for Bitcoin. In fact, if we check our 6 all the way back here to the left hand side of the screen, we again see a whole lot of resistance up at this level right before Bitcoin rolled over and sold off. And so it should be no surprise if you've been watching this chart for any amount of time to have seen like this double top setup and then sell off. And right now it's continuing to sell off, and it's approaching this lower trend line. And again, a breakdown below this lower trend line, we would be looking for support at around the 618 level, which comes in right around 19,000, a break below 19,000. The next level of support is going to be this 786 level, and that comes in at around 18.6. After that, then we're looking at support of around 18,000, and then a breach of that 18,000 level more than likely has Bitcoin's price headed back down towards 17.5, which would be the 1272 level. Now on the flip side, currently Bitcoin is running into a whole lot of resistance at this 382 Fibonacci level, which comes in at around 19.5. And so as long as Bitcoin continues to reject at this 19.5 level, it is more likely to break down than it is to break up. Now, a breach above 19.5 with a close of a 4-hour candle, you need the close of the 4-hour candle, there is the possibility of Bitcoin pushing back up. However, eventually it would run into this very strong level of resistance, again up around 20,400 to 20,500. And so as Thursday approaches, which is a very important day for the market, that is the release of the CPI or the inflation numbers, Bitcoin could see a lot of volatility in either direction depending on how those numbers come out. A rise in inflation more than likely will be bearish and push Bitcoin's price down. A decline in inflation would probably be seen as bullish, and we could see perhaps a pump towards the top side. And if anything major changes over here on the charts, I will do an updated video. So now would be a good time to shoot that subscribe button. If you like this video, do me a favor, spike a like. If you have questions, comments, drop them in the comment section down below. And until next time, remember, never send your money into battle without first doing your recon. See you in the next video.